What up, folks? This is Sharp Knife coming right back at you with more Tomba 2. Last time, we defeated the Ghost and Flame Pig. Not to mention we got all the tiny pig henchmen and gave it to the circus villager. And also got the precious rings under the pipes. Speaking of which, now that the curse has been lifted, we can go under the pipes now. So let's start exploring before we find the 3 towers. And if we have time, we'll do the golden tower. Of course, you're still gonna have to use the chains. Even though there's no more lava, you can still fall down to your death. Kynan? Wonder what he's doing here. We'll talk to him probably a little later. Let's take the ride down here. I think this is going to be the same place where Kynan is. Nope. What's this sign for? Kajara Ranch to the peak. Oh, I see. Well, now we know where the door goes to. I cannot believe I got oil smeared by a creature. Well, time to get this oil off. Alright, let's look around it. Let's see what's up here first, then we'll go down. Well, that's a chain to go back up to the pipe area. Looks like we got more doors to the other areas. Alright then. Well, nothing else down here. Let's use this to go down it. It's probably going to be the same place. Well, no, a little bit different. Oh, look at that. A special lunch. And some magic juice. Let's see what else is down here. Well, here's some magic wings. We're probably gonna need those. Circus Village. And I believe that's everything to the water temple. We're gonna try to remember which chain to go to. And believe this is the way to the trolley entrance. Okay, now that we're done exploring under the pipes, let's go find the 3 towers. I know just where the towers are. But I don't remember which spell songs it is. I believe it's the, I believe it's the spell of strength. Let's see it. Something tells me that's not it. Alright, let's try the spell of courage. Mythical Tower of Courage. Yep, this is the one. It reveals a door. And if you have the second song, it'll open it up for you. Tower of Courage, first floor. And mythical Tower of Courage is clear. Now we're gonna have a lot of puzzles to get to, which means we got some laughing and crying. So let's go ahead and equip our mystery mushroom. I don't remember which doors is it, so I'm just gonna go through all of them. That takes us back to the first floor. Let's try the crying door. Yeah, this tower has some spooky theme. Which doors is it? I'll have to cut this out until I can find the right door. But for Courage Floor 2, I think it'll be easy to find. Let's try this door. Okay, this leads us back to the first floor. Let's try this door. Alright. Now let's see. It's gotta be one of these three doors. But trying them will take forever. So I'm just gonna try one of them. Those laughing and crying sounds are still creepy. And I thought Tomba's crying in the first game was creepy. That's a big door. But I think it leads us down to the first floor. So, let's go to the mini door. It's a shame you can't keep your clothes on when you have the banana fruit. Let's try this crying door. And it took us back to the first floor. Of course. Alright, I'm gonna cut this out till I get to the 5th floor. I'll see you right back at the top. Okay, I made it back to the 5th floor. Let's try the laughing door. And it took us all the way to the top, where the green chest is. Alright, let's equip our... Let's get back to normal. Put our squirrel clothes on. Oh, after we become big. Well, first, let's see what's inside this green chest. Ah, a glacier boomerang. This is a good weapon to use. Oh, by the way, I never got to show you what the evil flame pig rope does. Well, let's head to the Kajar Ranch and I'll demonstrate. Alright, let's use some fire magic. Yep, that's what it does. Alright, let's equip our squirrel clothes. Know what the glacier boomerang does? it can hit enemies faster with just one hit. Alright, let's go all the way to the top. I hate that cocoa bird so much. Yep, just one hit. And this is where the next tower is. Alright, let's see. Which spell is it? It's gotta be either strength or wisdom. Let's try spell strength. Alright, this is it. Mythical Tower of Strength, clear. Alright, let's explore all the way up. Now this place, this is kinda like a maze. Only now there's ladders to climb and, well, lots of stuff to do. And there's also lots of climbing down as well. Now since we got the green chest from the wisdom, or was it courage? Now I can't remember. But either way, we got the glacier boomerang by opening the green chest. So let's see if we can find another colored chest in this tower. But like I said, this is kind of like a maze. And it's gonna be a little hard to find where they are. It's got some creepy music, but really nice. Can't do anything about these steel blocks, even though they look unbreakable. And here's the blue chest. Let's open it up and see what we got. The torch hammer! Now this is a good weapon than any other regular fire hammer. What it does? It can break wooden boxes, steel boxes. Yeah, I have no idea what kind of boxes they are. But yeah, that's what it does. Now I can't remember how to get out of here. So, let's go ahead and take the magic wings to the deep forest. Alright, gonna need my grapple for this. And I believe this is the Tower of Wisdom, if I'm not mistaken. Because that's where we have the song. Because that spooky song is gotta be where the deep forest is. Just gonna ignore that ghost pig. I think the Tower of Courage was the pipe area. So let's try the spell of wisdom. Mythical Tower of Wisdom. Yep, this is the one. Mythical Tower of Wisdom. Clear. Now this is where the torch hammer comes in. You'll see why when we get there. So now for this tower, you gotta make it all the way to the top by climbing. But watch out for those slippery slopes. But for now, I think I'm just gonna equip the grapple. Because you're also gonna need a grapple to get all the way to the top. Because I don't think your animal dash can reach high ladders. Too high. Let's swing all the way to the top. Well, I guess I could have taken that ledge platform. But for this, I like to do the hard way. Now this is where the torch hammer comes in. And here we get the white chest. Now let's see what kind of weapon there is inside of this chest. The Doka Pin! Yep, we got the return of the Blackjack. But this time it's a Doka weapon. A grapple equipped to the Blackjack. This is my favorite weapon of all. Okay, now that we're done with the 3 towers, I think it's time to make our way to the Golden Tower. So, it's gonna be a long swim. I'll see you right at the Golden Tower. There we go. Last pick nose panel where the door is. And here we are to the Golden Tower. I think I'm just gonna equip my well, I think I'll just keep the swimming pig suit on, because I'm probably gonna need it to go back. Actually, no I don't. Let's equip our squirrel clothes. Alright. Time to make our way to the top. And it's a shame Tomba can't just like walk up the stairs faster. He's way too small to do that. So I guess the jumping is the only option. Now this place is really golden. It's got lots of stairs, golden walls, everything. Now I know why they call it the Golden Tower when I first played this. Kinda reminds me of the last Evil Pig in the first series, where everything has been gold. Oh look, there's a pig tribe. Let's talk to him. Oh, that's right. We need the pig suit. Well, let's talk to him now.
Oh, has a human called upon this tower? You, what is your purpose?
We're journeying to find our friend who was kidnapped by the evil pigs.
Humans and evil pigs? That's a pretty absurd matter. Still, you don't seem like deceivers. Quite an adventure, I say. Show me your adventure notes. Oh, better than I expected. You've got the golden sun, the golden moon, and the golden star. And also, a glacier boomerang. the torch hammer, and the Doka pin. You're finally here. I've been expecting you. You are capable of capturing all the evil pigs. Tomba, as you are called, receive this gift. You may take it with you.
Golden
This is
powder.
not something for just anybody, only those who qualify. Use this powder and you won't lose your strength, even if you're damaged. Go, capture those evil pigs, now.
Now this is perfect. Golden powder. With the golden powder, it'll protect Tomba from any damage. I think some damage, I'm not really sure. Alright, let's make our way all the way down to the stairs. I think flying is probably a good idea. Yep, this is why the squirrel clothes are your best friend. Alright, let's get out of this golden tower. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, we're going to talk to Kainan and see if he learned anything about the evil pigs. And after that, we'll do one more. And that is the Tomba saved progress that we did. Alright, thank you all for watching. It's a sharp knife, and I will see you all next time. There's one more thing I want to do before we end the video. Now that we have the torch hammer, we can break all those steel boxes. Those steel blocks. Now I can finally get that white chest and see what's inside it. A pot of life. I like that. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode. Take care.